Hello, and look at these rings, baby. You are ready to make rings with me, do jewelry making. All right, if you watched our last video, it told you the supplies to get ready. That was step one, lay out the supplies. Hopefully you guys are following along and ready to make jewelry with me. Today we're gonna focus on rings, and then I will get some supplies at home and show you what my family makes with either twisties. These are coated in plastic wire or regular wire. You can see I got a roll of wire for wire making. Here's one that's not finished. Let's get started. All right, so someone asked me how much do I need. I got out my ruler today, and a foot is more than enough. Probably even 10 inches depending on how small your hand is. I like doing a little extra and then cutting it at the end to make sure the pokey part is away from your hand. All right, so what you do is you get a wire. To do the rings like I'm wearing, yes. Then what you're gonna do is decide what bead you want. Since I have these done with silver wire here, I'm gonna do it with the brown coated wire right now, this one. And I'm gonna use what's called a pony bead. Just easy peasy lemon squeezy. Put the bead in the middle. All right, step one, I'm making a ring. Next, you're going to put it around your finger next to the finger you want it to be on. See, if I want it on my pointer finger, I'm gonna have to put it on my thumb. So you wanna have a little extra room to wrap it around. All right, so you wanna make it a little larger than it needs to be for the finger you wanna wear. So if I want this to be a thumb ring, I'm gonna like bend my knuckle and put it around the bigger part of my thumb. Okay, so you put the bead in the middle. Step one, follow along. Everybody got the bead in the middle and the two sides. Then you're gonna wrap around, come over the top, and spin one side around the bead and come off the side. All right, everybody try that again with me, because some kids are already going, too fast, Mrs. Smith. All right, slow down. So let's do it on the other side if you didn't get that. So you get this other one here. You're gonna come around the finger over the top of the bead. Got that? I haven't wrapped this one yet. Then you're gonna go to the base of the bead and spin around the bead. Don't come out the same exact side. You want to come around the other side. So that way your spin with the wire around the bead has your wire going in one direction, then the other direction. So it's going off in two directions. Okay, everybody this far with me? All right, now I'm gonna slide it off my finger and make sure it's not getting too tight. If this feels like, ooh, it's gonna be too tight, at this point, when I slide it off, I'm gonna loosen it up a little bit while holding that middle area with the bead. All right, so the two circles still are around the bead, and they're out the side. So now what are you gonna do? Let's look at one that's already done. Let's see if you can figure this out step by step. Yep, you're gonna get that side and you're gonna spin it around on each side. All right, thank you to Maya who looked this up, how to make a ring on the internet. She Googled it and spent the time, and she was my student teacher. She didn't wanna be on the YouTube video though. All right, so now I'm gonna get this one on the side and weave it around. All right, so this is where you're designing as a jewelry designer, and you can go around really tight, loose. You could see the ones on my hand. I did a little looser, and I tried to do a little design around the side with the wire. So you, as the wire sculptor designer, are now deciding, do you want to use all of that wire and spin it all, or do you want to have the wire come off the top, use really sharp scissors or needle nose pliers and cut it at the top? And then if so, there's gonna be something that's a little pokey thing. You wanna get something hard and press that in. So A, it's not poking your skin, and B, it's not poking someone. So you wanna flatten that in there so it's not pokey, okay? Then do the other side. So we're gonna wrap that around. I hope you guys are all following along and making your own rings. Next time we're going to look at not only rings, but we're gonna do this spin thing to make beads and do bracelets. You could do necklaces, earrings. Once you start on jewelry design, you could do matching sets. All right, so I'm gonna go around. Now, some students may wanna use a little drop of either, I have Gorilla Glue or my hot glue gun to make sure that plastic isn't flopping around if we use the twisties. But that's, if you're a kid and doing this, you should probably get an adult to help you so you don't glue your fingers together. Yes, so I have my new thumb ring. Over and out from the art room. Can't wait to see yours.